today, and we'll start with, as this is his first meeting, Captain Campa from MCSO District 3.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here today, this morning. I just had a few remarks just to make real quick, and just bear with me. I kind of wrote some notes quickly before I got here. So, yes, my name is Captain Joel Campa. I was just recently promoted to captain. This is my first assignment. Not to say that I'm brand new with the office. I've been with the office since I was 19, and I've been there 26 years, so do the math. I can't come in here yet. I can't live with you guys just yet, but I'm looking forward to the day. But I do have the privilege of serving as District 3 Captain for MCSO. I just wanted to take a few minutes just to kind of tell you about how much I appreciate being here with all of you guys. The Sun City Posse has an incredible reputation, not just with the community, but across the county. People, they know who you are. They know that when they see your Posse vehicles out there, it means that someone cares enough to give their time and energy to keep this neighborhood safe. That kind of dedication doesn't happen everywhere. You're volunteering your time that you could easily be spending doing something else. And instead, you guys are choosing to serve your community. That speaks volumes about your pride in this community, your sense of responsibility to one another. What you do directly helps my deputies. You guys are our extra eyes and ears. You help us connect with the residents, and you give us an even stronger presence here in Sun City, and we appreciate that. Now, you guys may not wear the same patch, but you guys are every bit a part of our team. So I just want to say on behalf of Sheriff Sheridan and the men and women of District 3, I just want to say thank you, truly. Thank you for the long hours, the patrols, the meetings, and the countless little things that you do that often go unnoticed, but never unappreciated. You guys make a difference every single day, and it is an honor to serve alongside you guys. Thank you.
Chief Schmidt.
Morning, Commander, members of the board. Thank you for having me once again. I'm going to kick this off, though, since I ran into Dave Miller on Sunday. My daughter does a dance and singing troupe. If anybody wants to buy candles, she's selling candles right now. Go to Disneyland. But no, so ABT, Arizona Broadway Theater, Dave Miller was there with his wife and eating lunch, and was about to see a show, and my daughter was there doing a little performance. So I thought, so he mentioned a joke, so I thought, well, the new captain is here. I'm not sure I should do this, but maybe I should kick this off and start this new rivalry that we should have going on. So anyway, I Googled one. I cheated. I Googled one, but I was trying to be nice because I'm going to ease into this. But so what's the difference between a cop and a fireman? A fireman runs into burning buildings, and cops write reports about them. He's got those brand new captain bars. They're still wet on them. So, but there you go. I like somebody's keeping score. I like that. So I will burst the bubble, though, a little bit on plumbers. So 50% of our fires are caused by plumbers. We joke that they're our best friends. Probably they're not licensed, and a lot of them use the pro fittings and compression fittings and stuff like that. But anybody that's using torches, we see so many attic fires from handymen and plumbers and stuff like that that are out there sweating pipes and stuff like that. So make sure they're licensed and insured at the very least. And I'm sure that Blue Frog is, I would assume, if they're bringing a big restoration company's bringing them out here. But we do like plumbers sometimes. So But no, for real, so since this meeting a little bit later, I actually have some September numbers for us. We've seen a little bit of a slowdown for the summertime, and I don't know if we're starting to finally see more snowbirds in our ranks, or if people are just finding other ways to not call 911, but we were down to 1,072 calls for service in September. We're normally around anywhere from 12 to 1,400 is kind of our sweet spot, or what we've seen. So this little break has been kind of nice. But 1,072 is still a busy month. We saw 11 fires, 893 calls for EMS, 5 for hazardous conditions, 9 service calls, 111 for good intent calls, and 41 for false alarms. So even though it's cooling out outside, still drink lots of water and look after one another and stay hydrated. And again, same with cooling off. I don't know when you guys are going to fire up your heaters. I know a lot of you like to have your house about 80 all year long. So as it cools down and your heater fires up for the first time, remember it hasn't probably ran. And just like they said, get an HVAC inspection. I would highly recommend that as well. That dust is on that grate, or especially if you have gas, even electric, and that first time usually you fire that up, you smell that smell. We get a lot of calls and false alarms this time of year or the next couple months because of that smell. People freak out and they worry, which totally understand. It's pretty much normal most of the time. If you see a lot of smoke, then definitely give us a call. Any questions at all for the fire? Wow, it's a busy month. We'll go with her. I saw her hand first.
I wondered if you guys are going to have a shred-a-thon this year?
Our charities group usually does. I don't know. I know that was being involved with one of mine. Somebody was paying one of our firefighters to do push-ups or something like that. I don't know about this whole shred-a-thon thing, but I'll double check and I'll let you know next month, or I'll let the Posse commander know if there is one. I haven't heard of one yet. So I saw 2 other hands out here.
So do you think your numbers are down in September because you've had effective communication regarding the fees for transport?
It's a little too early to know that, but I mean, that is a very big possibility, that we are seeing a little bit of slowdown because folks are finding other ways, or they want to pay a fee, or they understand how busy we are. But what's interesting is I did talk to another chief completely across town over in Superstition Fire, which is Apache Junction and that surrounding county area out there. There's a fire district, and they're seeing a very similar slowdown with their transports too, and they do not have this fee instituted. So I don't know if it's a more snowbirds, people are traveling more this year. Maybe there's just less disease, flu and colds and other stuff running around too. I'm not sure, but it's hard to tell just by 1 or 2 months. We really have to give it a full year to kind of look at the data. So yeah, I don't think that really answers your question, but I tried. Yes, sir.
Yeah, would you happen to know how the fire started on Tumblewood?
I have not heard yet.
And I want to thank the fire department and firemen for saving us all. So.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, there's a gal out of Cave Creek, Arizona, that's a sister to the fire chief of Scottsdale right now. Her last name is Peck. Darlene Peck, I think, is her first name. She actually does the Fido bags for the entire United States. Right here in Arizona, and we do have those Fido bags that she donates or gets donations for, that we keep on our truck to be able to administer oxygen and stuff like that to animals. And we did provide and use that Fido bag on that fire and help hopefully rescue that dog. I haven't heard the outcome of that dog. I know that the dog did wake up and was being transported. So I made a joke with my senior staff. I said, well, if a dog can live under a mattress without breathing, and without this self-contained breathing apparatus, maybe our firefighters can too. We can save money, but that wasn't that didn't go over very well with my staff. I was like, I'm just kidding, and inflation, things are expensive. I'm trying to save money, and but they did say the data proved it because the dog did live. But yeah. Any other questions? Right here.
My question was very similar to Dave's, and that was the how we're doing the reduced number of calls, and maybe is it because of the care in place? Just as one example, we did actually get a call here at the Posse where they wanted us to go and help them up because they fell down and they wouldn't call the fire department.
Yeah.
And it was kind of hard on us because there was nothing we could do because we couldn't go to help them get up.
Yeah.
We were just wondering, are you experiencing that
Yeah,
too?
I've only received one other phone call from a gentleman that said he would have left his wife laying on the floor until his grandkids got off of work. He said, I would have brought her a blanket and a pillow. I understand. I can tell you that Medicaid has been paying these bills. So if you're on Medicaid, which should be the most neediest of all of our community, which is we see about 7 to 11% of our community that normally are on Medicaid. Medicaid has been paying these bills. So I know that other folks are still strapped and tight on income and that type of thing, and this is a bigger issue, and it's a bigger issue that's bubbling up at legislation. I don't know if we can get anything through legislation. Obviously, as you know, I've preached this a lot. If I haven't, I'll tell it to you real quick again. We are a special taxing district, and we are the only special taxing district in the state of Arizona that has a cap on our levy. So we are maxed out of what we can tax. We can't raise our taxes anymore. So the only little bit increase that we do get is when your property values go up, which are also limited. Prop 117 a few years back changed everything from full cash value on your tax statement to limited property value, and that can only grow by 5% year over year, so it's a very small increase. Unfortunately, it's hitting all of us, including me, with groceries and cars and gas and everything. Inflation has nailed us. It's just hit us so hard. Fire trucks that were $550,000 4 years ago are $1.2 million today. There was a congressional hearing on this, purposely focused at one of the manufacturers. Pierce Manufacturing was one of them, out of Oshkosh. They're out of Appleton, Wisconsin, but they're owned by Oshkosh now. They were under the scrutiny of why things have got so expensive. It's all the engines, it's all the parts and everything. And everybody has jumped on this inflation bandwagon. It's just made everything double. I know our auxiliary is out doing a fundraiser right now and sending mailers out. Our turnouts costs have doubled. They used to be $2,000 roughly for the pants and the jacket that we wear into fires. They're $4,500 today. So it's unbelievable. But so that's all stuff we're battling, and then trying to pay wages and benefits. I went to a conference a couple of weeks ago for our healthcare. We're in a healthcare trust again, trying to save money, trying to find better ways to buy. And they're talking about a double-digit increase to premiums for healthcare. So how do I keep up with that, and how do I combat that with no more taxing ability? And I hate to tax more, but something's got to give at some place in time. So I hope you guys write your legislators, your congressmen, the men and women that make these laws and help us fight this fight with Arizona fire districts. So that's a whole other soapbox I wasn't planning on getting on, but I appreciate you listening. Any other questions? You guys be safe. We thank you for watching out for us. Thank you.
John, have you got anything from RCSC this month?
I can't follow him.
We'll let you try anyway.
Thank you, Sam. Good morning. You probably know me by now. I'm the guy that sits at the board and looks at everybody. I get picked on for that all the time. Quickly, a couple of things. First off, the good part news, October 18th, looks like Quail Run will be opening. It's being finished and under budget. So, good start here. Great job. Mr. Renio has done a great job pushing that project through the last 3.5, 4 months he's been here, and we appreciate him very much. He was a great hire. And we've hired a nice lady. Rebecca Hill will be coming in October 13th. As you know, October 13th, we have our meetings, one at 9 o'clock and one at 1 o'clock. And one of them, I think the bylaws are 1 o'clock. We've got about 8 of them actually, so it's hard to keep them straight. But speaking of Rusty and the bylaws, they have finished up the bylaws and all, and ready to roll that out, send that out. It's gonna go out by email, so everybody can see it and read them. Then we're gonna have hearings on it, or meetings on it, so people can have their input before it's voted on by the board. Let's see, what else did we have so far? Not much. That's enough. It's actually winding down. And I think I told you when I took this job, they told me, a couple days a week, 3 or 4 hours. They didn't tell me that was the off time. It's been a little tough. But any questions, sir?
And I'm not sure if you're the appropriate person to ask this question to, but I've noticed that the signs like at Marinette and one of the signs at Bell, the marquees aren't lighting up anymore.
Right, they're working on that. Okay, that is in the budget to look at either replace them or upgrade them. It's looking like it might be more efficient to replace them and get it with the new computer systems to go with them and all. So it is I think it's in the 2026 budget, but don't quote me because we see budgets for 5 to 10 years and sometimes it's hard to remember where each one is. So, any other questions I can answer? You sure? must means I'm gonna have to go back to work, come on. Anyways, I wanna welcome the new, chief. Oh, Captain, I'm sorry. He thinks he's a chief. Okay. But yeah, so welcome. We're looking forward to having you around, and come on down to one of our boards. We'd love to have you sometime. Maybe you give a speech to our people. Okay? Well, thank you all very much, and thank you, Posse, for what you did.
Okay,
Please.
Rusty.
Okay, you can all breathe a sigh of relief. I'm not up here to promote my books. But actually, I'm up here representing Sun City Community Assistance Network. Our board of directors has already lost one member, and we'll lose another one by the end of the year. So we're looking for volunteers to come and serve on our board. If you don't know much about CAN, we connect people with resources, and we have a number of programs that help low-income residents. And to be a board member, there's no complicated qualifications or forms to fill out or anything else. If you got a pulse and you want to help people, come see us. It's an easy job. We meet once a month, second Tuesday at 9 o'clock. As I said, it's a really easy job. It's so easy, a retired journalist can do it. So if I can do it, I know you can do it. If you're interested, let me know or call Ken at 623-933-7530. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Rusty. Now, this is the part of our program where we get to